Hello everyone, welcome to Comfortable Shoes Studio. I'm Leslie and this is another episode of art making. In this episode I'm going to do a mixed media collage journal page, probably with some element of comics involved, because that's the kick I've been on lately. So I've been working on that page, but I'm not feeling that today. I am actually smack in the middle of this sketchbook. I got to calling these middle of the sketchbook days staple day. So it's staple day in this sketchbook, and I think I'm going to use one of these vintage map pieces as my background. So I want to check. So I got this box of vintage maps from a local recycling group, and really cool group, but some of the maps had phone numbers and such on pages or on the back of them, and this one I didn't realize had a phone number on it until that moment. So even though the phone number is probably from like 1985, I don't want to put someone's phone number on the internet. Oops. I'm going to have to cut that. All right. So what part do I actually find this part more interesting? So we're going to use that on this page. Alright, so I think I like doing the maps upside down. I don't know why. Why do I like the maps upside down? Good question. Good question. Let's get some glue stick on there. And for this base layer, I am going to be very insistent on having a good layer of glue stick all over the page, particularly on the edges. That's important for a base layer. I've been trying not to be such a perfectionist with my glue stick, but sometimes it's necessary that I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. I just want my pages to stay stuck together. All right, there we go. And as usual, I have my little bit of baby wipe here. I think these might be adult wipes, which just sounds creepy. And I'm going to use this catalyst scraper. You just use a credit card. Credit card works just fine. Old credit card or gift card works just as well as the catalyst scraper for getting nice even glue adhesion. All right, there's that. So, what I want to do is I want some circles of color, but I think I want to actually color this first. I'm going to add some, I think we're just going to go straight in with watercolors to give it some color. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. And let's see, I was digging through my supplies and I found this, I had added a bunch of water to this. I found this mint tin where I had mixed up my, I've mixed up a bunch of I'd put watercolors in it ages ago, and I think I'm gonna use this, and I think I'm gonna use this blue color and just go straight in. I don't know what color this blue is. It's how old this tin of watercolors is. Been around for ages in my supplies. 10 plus years old, I guess. Yeah, it's a nice shade of blue. That's interesting. The camera's not going to pick it up, but the toner is definitely resisting the watercolor paint. I'm going to add a little bit of this yellow. This is a quinacridone gold color, and it is one of my favorites for mixing greens and warm colors in general. So you get some really, really nice greens and oranges with it. It's just, it's a good color. All right. It's morning. Can you tell it's morning? I'm dropping everything. All right. So this was a nice travel tin. So we're gonna clip that down. That'll work. Okay. Now I want to create some circles, I think in pinks. Actually, do I want pinks? Actually, I think yellow might be a better choice. I want harmony. I've been using pink in this journal for sort of discordant and unharmonious things. So, I don't think I have any yellow collage materials. Yeah, no. Okay. Is this printed on both sides? Of course it is. Yep. I'm going to pull out some collage fodder, and we're going to see if any of it's going to work in here. All right, I've got this big container of collage fodder that I made, last year. Maybe the oranges could work. Let's see, do I have a bunch of orange? I'll use that for the character. Could use some earthy browns. That might work really well. Yeah, let's go with earthy browns. I've got a bunch of that in smaller chunks. All right, earthy browns it is. I don't know how many circles I'm going to need, but let's start tearing. Probably not circles. I think I'm going to use just torn shapes. I like torn shapes more than I like careful. Not that torn shapes can't be careful. They absolutely are, or can be. Yeah, earthy brown's a good choice here. I think in this case, the white edge of the torn paper really works well. I think a few reds are okay too. Some of these old ads are wild. So these pages were just created through pulling out a bunch of paint out of the ends of tubes. This was basically the end of all of these tubes of paint, and I then just scraped it onto the basically like recycled paper. All right, and then I need that white blue chunk right there for the character, and then we're good. Okay, let's get that put away. So years ago, like when we first moved into the house, so God, 17 years ago, when I was still making books on the regular, I ordered those priority mailers, and I thought I was ordering 10 of them. The website, the USPS website at the time, was not as helpful as it is today. or understandable. Their website was very confusing. And so I ordered 10, and I thought I was getting, like I said, 10, but I ordered 100 packs of those envelopes. So, it would have been fine if I'd ordered 10 packs, but no, I had to overdo it and do 100 packs of those envelopes. It was quite a surprise when 2 giant cases of those envelopes showed up. When they showed up, I did call my local post office and see if they would take them, and they would not. I attempted to return them, and they said nope. So I've literally had 1,000 of those, or had. I had 1,000 of those envelopes, and I have been using them for everything ever since. So I store my collage materials in them. I stash, you name it, I stash it. It goes in there. All right, so I think I'm going to put the character in the middle this time, and then there are going to be these brown words floating around. Do I want the character in the middle, or actually I think I'm going to put the character there, like they're speaking outward. I don't know why, but the orientation, having it on this page, I want to have them speaking in towards the middle of the book. Yeah. Okay. So this is acrylic paint on here, and I haven't had a problem with the. Actually, I'm going to glue the face down to get me started. I'm going to use tape runner. Not my favorite way of adhering things. For collage anyway. I like tape runner for a lot of things. I have had issues with not that particular brand of tape runner, but other tape runners in the past losing their stickiness. So that has been a problem. All right, let's get this character on here. I'm going to start with the hat. This particular gel pen right now is a little on the crusty side because I did use it in testing some paint sticks. So I'm just taking the hat right off the side of the page because when I clean up the page with the black paint marker, it's going to be cleaned out. But I'm going to add some white paint marker in here for the hat. I may end up going back over that with a color. I don't know. We'll see. Again, this paint marker is fantastic. I don't know if I've remembered to put a link in the description for this particular paint marker, but I really gotta, because it's quite good. It's got good flow, and it's surprisingly opaque for a paint marker. I've had a lot of problems in the past with paint markers and not being opaque. Their opacity is just kind of not good. All right, so there we go. And I'm actually having a little bit of an issue with this writing, and I think I've damaged the tip. using it for tests. Right, this character is saying something. All right. So, what is the character saying? I think I want to use white instead of black. I think that's going to look best. Let's test the two on this scrap. Yep, so there's the white. I think either or would work, but I'm going to go with the white this time. All right. I might try and tuck this if I can, so that it's like that. I might even trim it. Okay. It's okay to feel. I'm going to tear that one down. Writing, writing nicely takes me a lot of work. My handwriting is pretty awful, generally speaking, but if I'm trying to make my lettering look nice, then it takes me way, way more work. All right, Angry, grief, sad, hurt. I've been reading a lot of posts online about how people are feeling right now, and I'm just kind of writing down a lot of the things that I've heard people say. I've heard friends say. Just, exploring things. Some of these I'm definitely going to need to tear. Oops. I think that matches confused. I'm going to run out of space. Definitely going to need to tear some of these down. All right. Angry needs to be torn down. Definitely want to leave some space in here too. Flat can get torn down. Don't really want to touch. Oh, I did confused twice. All right. I think I like this one better for confused. And of course I put my finger. I said I wasn't going to touch it, and then I went ahead and touched it. Confused. Motivated. I think confused and rage can get, yeah. I don't know if I've spelled that correctly. Spelling is also not a strong suit for me. All right, listless, lacking energy or enthusiasm. Okay, I spelled it right. So listless is in there. And let's see. I think unmotivated. think that's pretty much all I'm going to be able to fit on here. Now it's time to start sticking them down, and I'm going to use this liquid glue, and I think I'm going to work my way outward. And I'm really working on that perfectionism with this. Normally when I do these sorts of pieces, I am very much trying to get glue or glue stick on every corner of the piece I'm gluing down. Alright, so I think it's hard to tell where the edge of this paper is, or of the face, because the painted paper has way more texture on it than you can see on screen, probably. Just trying to tear that so it looks like it fits a little better. Some nice edges on that. I am using just my fingertips. Okay, that works. I'm going to push that right up against that paper. There we go. Okay. Some of this paper is a lot thicker than other paper. Some of it has acrylic paint on both sides. And some of it's really thin, pulpy paper. Angry's gonna, I don't want to put angry there. I'm gonna actually tear that fits everything a little better. My alarms keep going off, so I get to work on time. Alright, I've probably missed a bunch of things that you could be feeling right now at this time. Have a little more room, and I have some more scraps. I can always add more to it if I want. I know I've missed a few things, but I'm pretty happy with that page as it is right now. I'm going to put these little scrappy scraps into my collage bin, where I've got my little collage things, my little collage elements for this journal or this period of time in my journal. And I'm going to clean this up with my black marker, and then we're good. A good halfway, good staple day page for my art journal, I think. Yeah, I really do like this black marker. I like the look of it on the page. I think it just really cleans it up. Although I think on some pages, someone commented that the black is very heavy, and I think for a page like this, heaviness is appropriate. Whereas, you know, there was another page where it's like this really light, kind of positive image, and it definitely didn't fit that image well. So, you know, I think using the right tool for the job makes sense, but sometimes you make mistakes, and it's all fine. It's just an art journal page. In the greater scheme of things, it's all right, you know. You can not be happy with it, or you can figure out a way to make it work. I don't know, it's always a learning opportunity, so even if I'm not particularly happy with something, I've learned from it, and I try to take that from the pages and move forward. Like, what did I learn, and move forward. All right, I'm pretty happy with that page. I'm liking how it came out. The white, I might go back over the white with the paint marker and just kind of solidify it a little more. If these are not accessible to you, or you're not doing Amazon anymore, you could certainly get something very similar with a Bic whiteout pen. I find these a little harder to control than those paint markers, but very inexpensive, available at Walmart, Target. Heck, I think you can get them at CVS if you are so inclined. Staples has them. You can get these pretty much anywhere, and they work just as well, if not better. Super opaque for an art journal page. You just have to, yeah, look at it. I mean, it's not as smooth, but you figure out how to use it over time, and you get some really nice look. If you are chemical sensitive, though, these things do stink really bad. But all right, so I could blather on for ages, as you probably are already aware. Happy with this page. I like how it turned out. Thanks for being here. I appreciate all of the support. If you are so motivated, hit that subscription button, hit the notification icon, and potentially give this a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it. If you are super motivated, really enjoy what I do and what I talk about, you can head over to my Ko-fi account where you can follow me and also get some of the articles that I write a month in advance of before they go out onto my blog. And you can see some of I take these pages, scan them, and then turn them into a downloadable, which you can then print and use in your art journal or just post somewhere if you like. So anyway, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.